For our vocabulary, starting with number one. Number one is field guide. Basically, it's a kind of book that you use to refer to about any kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Information about things that you might encounter in the field. It doesn't have to be like nature. You can also have a field guide for people that have like a certain kind of profession. And so whenever you have to go out of the office, sometimes we refer to that as being in the field. And so you can have a field guide for that. And it's just basically to guide you along for what you're doing. If you went on a hike to the Himalayas recently, maybe a field guide would have been useful. Or if you are traveling through Europe, if you're backpacking through Europe, a field guide would be very useful there too. Number two, foster. Foster is basically to take something and try to develop it. You promote the development of it, you encourage the development of it, and you help it grow. Sometimes we say that we try to foster growth in our company, meaning we're trying to help the company grow. Or maybe the government will introduce a new program to foster the economy or to help with some hardships that families have. Number three, taxonomy. Taxonomy refers to trying to classify something, right? The classification, the specific method of trying to classify it. You have taxonomy for everything. You have taxonomy for animals, plants, so those are science. You have taxonomy even for the business environment, especially in accounting, trying to identify or classify different types of information. Number four, Goto is kind of an expression that we use saying that this is the kind of default or normal thing that you use the most. If you have a person that is like your best friend, that is your go-to person or go-to friend to talk to. If you have a favorite restaurant, that is your go-to restaurant. If you have a favorite cafe, that is your go-to cafe. This is actually a really useful and very commonly used phrase. Number five, no dice. This is an expression that's been around since I think the 80s. It's kind of funny because it came from I think some like cheesy action 80s action movies, and like cop movies or something, I think like crime movies. So basically, when you say no dice, it's like saying like hell no, no way, not even possible. If your friend asks you to they want to borrow like $200. You can just simply say, no dice, that's not going to happen. Number six, harassment. The act of harassing, trying to give someone some trouble, right? And last, number seven, embrace. Embrace the action of embracing is like you open up your arms and you're ready to hold somebody or hug them. Kind of like the way I hope all of you feel about me. But embracing also refers to trying to accept something, right? Trying to, I guess, accept something maybe in a way that that you acknowledge that you have to accept something and take it or understand it. Okay. So it's like the opposite of rejection. So you have to take it in. You can embrace, let's say, for example, if you are politically conservative and you did not like the new president of Korea, then maybe one day you see some news and you like the news about him, then you find that you can embrace him, meaning that you can welcome him. So that's how you embrace. And that's our vocabulary for today.